After a long period of construction, the Oregon State University Pride Center has moved back into its main location near the International Living Learning Center. I had a chance to visit and to speak with Cindy Konrad, the Center Director, about what it means for OSU students.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cindy Konrad. I'm the Center Director for the Pride Center, and I use she and they pronouns, and I've been at OSU for about 9 years.
Continuing on to that, with these new spaces and features, how do you think this compares to your old space in the SEC?
Yeah. So I think one of the nice things about this space that we have now is we have multiple rooms, so we can have different things going on at the same time. The SEC space and even the little house before we moved into the SEC was kind of one big open space for people. So here we have multiple spaces, like someone could be taking a test in the quiet room while there's a program going on in the gathering hall, and people are studying over where we are in the library. So it really opens up the space to multiple activities, which is so nice. And we also built in, we had a lot of accessibility features in the SEC, which we really saw the community benefit from. And that was one of our goals with this space, is to really make the space physically accessible for folks, to have an accessible kitchen, to make sure that the ramps were level that wouldn't be too steep for people to get into the building. We just wanted to add in accessibility all over.
My favorite part of the Pride Center would have to be our gathering hall, like this behind me, just because I like to hang out with other graduate students to do homework and friends, and it's just a really special place for me on campus. It's probably the safest spot on campus for me personally. Sometimes I come here just to unwind after the day with friends. So yeah, it's a very special part of the Pride Center for me.
The SEC space was really amazing because it was just so convenient to folks. But we did have some members of the community who didn't feel comfortable coming to a space that was so visible. So our location is still kind of part of the heart of campus. Like, we're still close to a lot of things, but it's not like quite so visible as our space in the SEC. We have things in the center like binders for people to try on, and gender affirming supplies for people to take or to see, and lots of information on mental health and sexual health. We have a harm reduction program that we're getting ready to get started again, and we have safer sex banks here in the center so folks can become more comfortable with safer sex practices. So anywhere we can fit that inclusivity and that whatever the students are telling us they need into the work here is really important to us.